Thought I had forever when I said I do. Now I'm sitting here wondering what I'm supposed to do. Said you'd never leave, now I sleep on one side. But my girls pulled up and I still got my pride. I got sisters who see through the pain. Wipe my tears, help me dance in the rain. Even when love walks out and the world gets cold, I got hearts by my side that'll never fold. We cry, we fight, we laugh, still true. I might have lost us, but I still got my crew. We cry together, we try together, even when...
All right. All right. All right. What is good? What is good, everybody? It is your girl, Tika Deshawn, right here at All Things Ruthless. Here to discuss, oh my God, Tyler Perry's Divorce Sisters. How are everybody doing this evening? Please, please, please throw some fire emojis, some green leaf clover emojis, something green in the chat, and let us know that you're here, and let us know how you're feeling about the episode. With that being said, I can't continue without the one and only my co-host with the most, y'all, EJ, the TV jockey. What's good, EJ? You muted. You muted. She talking so good, y'all. She muted.
I'm muted. I'm good. I'm just ready to talk about this episode. It was a lot going on. I'm excited.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm excited with you. And before we continue, gotta bring along the lovely Lighten Up with Letitia. What's good, Letitia?
Hey, y'all. I cannot wait to dive in because we on this one.
Okay,
how y'all doing?
Okay. I know that's right. Next up, we're gonna bring to you guys the one and only Candy Love. What's good, Candy?
Big Sheeta, baby. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Absolutely, just fine.
Okay.
All right, all right.
Hey, and
And
I'm
last,
excited for this episode as well.
okay, cool. And last but not least, y'all, the one and only Tamika's Den, straight from the den. What's up, Tamika?
Hey y'all, what's going on, everybody?
Hey.
This episode had my blood pressure up, child. All the way up.
And did.
Mm-hmm.
And but it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
As EJ would say, what's your vibe check? Give me a vibe check. 1 to 5, 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, one of course being they definitely need to do better. We'll start with Letitia, Candy, Tamika, and of course EJ.
Okay, I'm gonna give it I'm giving it a 5 for real, but just because I'm gonna give it a 4.9, only because it's almost the last episode and I don't want that to be so. So that's why.
Gotcha. I feel you. I feel you on that. Candy.
Yes. Had I seen Bolo, I might have been all right. I might have gave it a 5.5.5. But because we didn't see Bolo, I'm gonna give it a 3.
You know what? I can't with you.
What? I need to see
Yeah,
Bolo.
I understand. I understand. I'm shocked that they even blurred that out. I understand though, because I was like, oh, okay. But all right, anyway, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. EJ, what were your thoughts? 1 to 5, 5 check.
I'm giving it a 5. This is a really good episode. No other words needed. It was good.
Period. I'm here with you. I'm here with you with that. Before we continue, just want to say hello to the chat. So, hello, Lemon Kush Pepper. Hello, Kendall. Hello, Angela Anderson. Hello, Renee Beckham. And who else? Lawana Moko. Okay then. Hey boo. Hey Trina boo. And I think that is it for now. But like I said, keep tapping
I
in,
didn't
keep
give
tapping
my
in.
rating.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That was not on
It's
purpose. You know I'm
okay.
so bad.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going with 5, 5, 5, 5 because they had me ready to jump through the damn TV on them.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Listen, Renee Beckham liked it so much, y'all. She gave it a 6. So I am not mad at that, Renee. I am not mad at that at all. But we're gonna go ahead, go right on ahead, and dive on in to all the shenanigans that were the Voice Sistas, Tyler Perry's The Voice Sistas. The new episode is now screening at BET Plus. So if you haven't watched it, this live is definitely going to consist of spoilers. We don't apologize because that's just what it is. We're here to talk about it. So with that being said, we see that is it a gaslight, y'all, or is it really a cry for help? We see where Bridgette is just like, oh no, he has unalived himself. He has unalived himself. And the pastor is, I was kind of impressed with Jefferson in this moment because he was smart. He knew how to act. I don't know if his other degree or his actual degree is in therapy or psychology or whatever the case may be, but he stepped in and did what needed to be done. And of course, Bridgette and I'm sorry, Rasheda, calm, tried her best to keep her friend calm and ask her, certain little questions that could kind of. I know she was talking to her and trying to, keep her calm in this whole situation because the shenanigans was just crazy. So we'll start. We'll go ahead and let EJ let us know what were your thoughts. Was this a gaslight, the thing that he had done, or was it gaslight and cry for help is kind of like the same thing. So I don't know. What do you think, EJ? I thought about it after I put it up there.
Listen, first and foremost, I really tried to be so nice about this last week because the way I wanted to say that this Joker is just playing in our faces, but because of the way that of the situation it was, I didn't want to offend nobody with the topic of the conversation. I kept trying to be real light with it. But that was my first thought. Like that was my first thought. And the reason why I thought this was because of the text message and the phone call. I'm just thinking if I'm going to do this, I don't know if I'm making phone calls, if I'm sending text messages, not like this. That felt like it felt like two different things to me. Either you really are crying for help because you want somebody to reach out to you, or you ain't got nowhere to go and you trying to get Bridgette to feel sorry for you. So I was right in between there somewhere. I just wish I should have just, you know what? I just got to stop giving a damn. Just say it. Ain't that right, Tamika? Just don't give a damn.
So Tamika, what were you thinking about this moment? Because I know we talked a lot about mental health therapy. People unaliving themselves, having
Mm-hmm.
the experience of dealing with people who have done that, or even wrote out the letter to unalive themselves. So what were your thoughts on just this whole situation?
Yeah, we was giving full breakdowns and saying that it could be either way. It could, we've seen some of us. I have myself both sides of it. So is it you just trying to get attention, or are you really trying to get help? And it was like we wasn't 100% sure, but I did like the way, we kind of calmed it down and had to think logically for a minute, and we like who hung up the damn phone, okay? Because if he did this, then he wouldn't be able to hang it up. Did you hang it up? And I did like how Pastor Jeff and our first lady was kind of like, yeah, you're right about that. And poor Bridget, she was still lost. Like, what are y'all talking about? I know damn well you ain't telling me this dude just played in my face.
Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah, definitely. It was a mess. Candy, any thoughts on Vaughn literally playing in our faces? Because we find out that Joker ain't even unalive, and we're going to get to where he was, but What were your thoughts on this whole entire that whole moment?
I was pissed because I'm like, why are you playing games? And it's not gaslighting, that's manipulation. You trying to get
Yeah,
somebody to feel sorry for you, you're trying to gain sympathy from somebody or people. Hell, Pastor Jeff probably going might want to give you a job now, because you're being manipulative, and you're using something like that, something serious as that, for what? You a vagabond, Vaughn. You are a vagabond. You are homeless, no good, keister. Get off my property before I pump your goods for a living. But no, for real though, I just didn't like that he playing games, and then when they trying to call you back, you don't answer the phone. Like,
right,
oh, I was so pissed. I was pissed, but I was glad. I'm gonna say Dr. Jeff. Jeff came around and made it made sense. I was
right,
glad of that.
right. And Letitia, your thoughts on this whole process, this whole moment?
I already knew. I too was just being nice last week. I mean, because it's a serious topic and can be very serious. But I knew he was up to no good. I even said that this is going to be a manipulation thing for Bridgette because he wants Bridgette to feel sorry for him so that she'll let him come back in the home. He is just as raggedy as we have always said that he is. He does not deserve any more telephone calls from her. Remember we said at the very beginning, EJ, it was like, she can check on the man. She don't need to check on the man. And this is the exact reason why. But I will say I had a side eye anyway, because when she tried to call back immediately, it went to the do. How was that even possible? This isn't a landline. It was a cell phone. So why would his cell phone just not no longer be in service all of a sudden? It was weird. And I don't know if that was just an oversight by TP, but that didn't sound right. That didn't look right. And I'm glad that they did think about it finally. And yeah. Once she found out where he actually was, I hope she never speaks to him again.
Right,
Amen.
That's clear. He
right.
cool.
Amen. Hallelujah. And of course, Myra was there in the way. Myra, we don't need you right now. I love that Rasheda let him know. Get the heck on. We don't need you right now. Get out of Dodge. And this one right here, y'all. This girl right here is a trip. Something wrong with Naomi for real. That's my dog, but she is something. Oh my God, something deep down in her spirit is really going on, because other than the fact that she's trying to choke this man out, because she, in his mind, she is taking out all of this aggression that she has for Franklin out on Ken or Hakeem. She's taking it out on him, and he's like, girl, B, if you don't stop doing, listen, I tell you, we got a sign. When I tap your behind, that means you let it go. Don't take out your frustration off on me. But in this whole conversation, y'all, she put a bounty on the Wonder twins, her husband, Franklin, and Lindsay, who laid up in the hospital. Candy, girl, any thoughts on your girl, our girl, your girl, my girl? Y'all might not like Naomi. I might be the only one. Anyway, any thoughts on her, and other than not being able to see his plant jewels? So I don't know where Candy at, but I'll have Tamika go. Thoughts.
Y'all know that I do not like Naomi. Nothing about Naomi do I like, but I'm going to hold that part. Okay. But this part right here, when she was choking my man's out, I was laughing at that, honey. He said, you know, I'm here banging on the damn bed. You know what the damn signal is? What the hell is wrong with you? And it's always good seeing his luscious, body. She over here talking about she got this damn $1,000,000. We gonna split it down the middle, take Franklin and the wife out. I got it over here in this safety deposit box. Child, this did not sound like a good idea to me at all. I don't think this is the direction that we should be going in. But Naomi is all in, and this is what she's ready to do. So I'm just here to watch and see how it's all going to play out.
Definitely, definitely. Letitia. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I'm finally happy that Bolo, what are we calling him this? What's his name? Hakeem. Hakeem admitted that he ain't never got his hands dirty, which, because we know Doc, we know he ain't. He was all squeamish about the times when he needed to take care of stuff over on in the Eden. So when he finally admitted that, I was like, okay, yes, please make it plain. And actually just give her some more guidance, because this plan sounds stupid. You know, it is not well thought out at all whatsoever. They both looking to get caught up. And you know what? In light of the things that happen later on, girl, I don't care if Naomi lose the money at this point. Girl, bye. I'm sick of her. She get on my nerves. I'm tired of her. Let
she
it
gotta
go.
learn the hard way.
Clearly a mess. That's all I got for her. I
Candy,
cannot stand her.
Lord, Naomi, girl, you about to have catch a body unnecessarily, and I'm going to the police on you because you trying to take my man up out of here. No, ma'am, you know what the safe word is. Listen and pay attention. You you trying to get the party started before we even go to the bank to get the money. You about to be ass out, Naomi, girl. Go do something with yourself. Go find you a therapist and a preacher, not Jeff, but somebody else.
and of course, EJ, girl, talk to me about Bolo, and Naomi making this whole crazy behind. Well, mainly Naomi making this whole deal to, unalive her husband and his new wife, his new bride.
Now listen, y'all know I go up for Naomi, right? Like I go up for Naomi, but I don't do jail. So it's a whole different story when we start to walk into this jail territory. I can't get down with that. But listen, I love this scene right here. It was so funny to me. Doc's doppelganger is what I call him now, because Lord have mercy, how did we cross universes? I do not know. I just can't get Doc out of my mind. He's like the same person in this to me. So at this
Good,
point,
EJ. He's so fine.
girl, he is. But at the same time, I'm just like, listen, he said the safe word. He hit the bed. Stop. This is not Franklin, Naomi. Like, stop. But seriously, in all honesty, y'all, like, Naomi is having a break. Like, she's literally having some sort of mental break. Like, something is really, really wrong with her. Like, she's past that point of no return, I guess you would say. Like when somebody just lose it for real, like how do people be snapping? I think we talked about this. How do people be snapping? I think when the Candy when we started talking about this, how people just really in real life just snap. Like I feel like that's where Naomi is. Like she done been hurt so much. And I feel like it's almost like, and you get, after we saw Franklin, I feel like in this episode, you really can see how she has snapped and why she's where she's at. This man is crazy too. And at this point, it feels like he pulls and she's trying to push harder and she just want him gone. And here we are. And I hope he don't do this stuff. I ain't nobody trying to go to jail. This is dumb plan. This don't even make no sense. They gonna trace that money right back to you, girl. No, abort mission. Stop.
That part.
Immediately.
That part. He's and clearly, Franklin is Madam wants to be called a pillar of the community. Well, people know him too. People know Franklin. So if this now we're understanding why and how Franklin can kind of get away with a lot of the things that he's doing to her. And it's almost as if, like you say, he literally mind screwing her. And people are saying, oh girl, it's your fault. Step back, you need to stop this and that. But at the end of the day, she should be on the Twisted Sister segment, Candy, because clearly Naomi, some things is real screwed tightly up in my sister's head. So hopefully, like EJ said, hopefully our girl don't end up getting locked up behind these shenanigans. But we finally get to the conversation where we thought we was gonna have a conversation between Tiffany as well as Geneva. And Tiffany want to know, why are you avoiding me? Is it about the pretty lady or is it about me? Like, what have I done to you to make you be so distant from me. Like I literally just text you and back to back 5 times, called you multiple times, and you're basically ignoring my calls. So, what is the problem? And then of course Geneva, oh, it's not really you. I'm just going through this, and this, and yeah, it's William, it's the pretty lady situation, girl. Well, okay, well, what's okay? It's the pretty situation. So, what have you done so far about the pretty lady situation? Well, I went to her job. Oh, of course, there's a parent teacher association meeting. So I'm gonna just go to that. And Tiffany knows her friend. So in the midst of that, she said, well, what did you do? What did you do prior to that? Well, honey, we find out and we already know that she done made her way to the lady's job. So Letitia, any thoughts on Geneva and this back and forth conversation where Tiffany really didn't get any answers at all?
I love that Tiffany asks the questions, but to me, she didn't ask the right questions. What she said was a good starter, but you know your friend well enough to know that, okay, you know that there's been a break in y'all communication once you met Javon, and every time you bring up Javon, she get tight in the face. So in that case, I'd have just asked her point blank, girl. Now you being real suspicious looking, girl. Did you sleep with Javon? That would have been my question. I would have been like, girl, did you used to mess with Javon? Is that why we having a communication issue? Put it all out on Front Street, because Geneva's attitude is just it's very much, it's not giving good girlfriend at all. And I don't know if I would trust her. I mean, it's one thing for, I was about to say Tiffany talk a lot, but it's a whole nother thing for you to be keeping those kind of secrets, and then you keeping me in the dark like I did something wrong. That woman didn't do anything to you. All she did was say hello after your husband pushed the man all up on her. You know what I'm saying? So, Geneva, I think that she should just confront her with all of the blatant questions. You want to act up, then I'll act up too. Let's go. Let's talk about this.
That part. That part. Just keep it real with me. Listen, I can only ask so many questions, and as a good friend, thinking about you having ever slept with this man would not be on my radar. So, what's really the deal? Which is why I feel like Tiffany hasn't went to the extreme of asking her, "Have you slept with this man yet?" Or at all. EJ, we'll do EJ, Candy, and then Tamika.
First of all, I still ain't telling Tiffany Jack because Tiffany can't hold water. And that's the only reason why I'm not telling Tiffany. But I am telling her something. As a friend, I'm telling her something. But I agree with Atisha on this. She should have just called a spade a spade. Like that's what she should have done. She feels it. She knows there's something. And if you're confronted with it, if she say it, it's totally different from her spilling it. If she had asked it, then I feel like she needed to be honest with her. But if she don't ask it, I'm not telling it because I know my friend, she like to tell stuff. And if they fool around and tell Naomi in any way, form, or fashion, that heifer really gonna tell it. So no, she just needs to tell her in some sort of way. It's not hard. It's real simple. When you friends, all you gotta say is, girl, no. That just let that be. I'm telling you, don't ask no questions. Don't ask me why. I'm just telling you, I can't tell you right now, but just know. And I feel like if you say that, a friend gonna know and they gonna abort mission. They gonna be like, nope, okay. And when you get ready to tell me, I need to know. And that's it. It's not hard. It's simple.
It is hard, EJ, because he got a baby leg, okay? And I don't want my homegirl to jumping and bouncing up and down on the baby leg. That's not what I want.
That's why she should tell her.
But I don't care for Geneva. This makes me not care for her a little bit more because your friend asked you a question. And why are you lying to your friend? You are not talking to her because why? She asked you light questions. You could have been honest with her. You didn't have to lie. You lied to her. You are upset about this man. But I know you don't want to tell her, like EJ said, if she says it, then you agree or whatever. But you don't want to come out and say it. And I understand that. However, tell her something. Don't just act like, oh, nothing, and you ignore my phone calls. The communication has changed drastically between us within the last 24 to 48 hours. And you're lying about simple questions. That's why I don't like that. Like, because it's not something to lie about. Just say what it is. You might not want to tell her the exact truth, but tell her something. And Rashida just not Rashida, Geneva. Oh girl, I don't know what you're gonna do with yourself, but you need to find something to do. But I believe Tiffany knows something. She's just not ready to go there yet. Y'all hear me? Oh, y'all don't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
It's
you.
Oh,
Tamika
okay,
time.
okay, okay.
Did you? I think
I'm
it's
I'm
Tamika
finished.
time.
I'm finished.
Yeah, I pretty
What?
much agree with everything that everybody else already said. I ain't got time to play these daggone games. I really wanted Tiffany to just come on out with it. Like once she said, "Girl, is it Javon?" Because it seemed like every time I mentioned his damn name, it was like, just go ahead with the rest of it. Like let's stay right here in that pocket because all these childish games, I ain't got time for it. Like we doing a knick-knack, patty back, give it all the ball. Ain't nobody got time for that, Geneva. What is going on with friends like these? Who the hell need a damn enemy? I can't try. I just can't. I don't got nothing for Geneva. As long as she continue to play these damn games. How long we been playing these games? 5 episodes? Like, girl. Tiffany got more patience than me. God bless her. Dear heart.
Definitely, because I'm on. Like I said though, like everybody's saying though, Tiffany isn't asking the right questions. But then for me, I just feel like she just don't want to think less of her friend. I could be way off when it comes to that, but again, and another thing, like everybody's saying, girl, read the room, read the room, read the room. She done laid down with that man, laid down, played, and everything else. So anyway, moving on, we find out that were you saying something, EJ?
I was, I be jumping in all the time saying stuff. My bad. I was on mute though. The mute said, "Shut up, Erica. Shut it up." I said, doggone well why she that she know if what we learn at the end of the show is accurate and everybody knows this, then it shouldn't be that hard. You just know your friends. I'm sorry, you just know them. Like when some of them got tendencies to do some things, you be like, girl, go ahead and tell me because I think I know. Like you just know. I'm sorry, Tiffany irking me because I just want her to just say it. Say it. Just say it. Okay, I'm done.
It's all good. So Rashida finally comes into the office, and it wasn't a whole lot of importance of what what she did when she came in the office, but we do know that when Bridgette walked into the office, she revealed that the fool had done shot out his car window, hadn't even took himself out, was at his cousin's house playing games. But they were saying how she likes him young. This is what Rashida was saying, how Geneva or how Bridgette likes him young, and then they told us Geneva's business, honey. You used to like him young too. Like, listen, I thought in my whole mind, I thought that William was the only man that Geneva had been with, but come to find out, she been slanging and singing on some young meat too. Like, what? So it was quite a bit of a revealing moment. And then they want to try to judge, or then she tried to throw a shot at Tiffany. And this is when I feel like Tiffany knows that this is going to trigger Geneva. And she says, I wonder if Javon was a CPAP because they were trying to say that she likes older men, and that was just John. You know what I mean? So, Letitia, any thoughts on this entire movement between these ladies?
No, but finally we get a chance to see kind of a little bit more of their background and a little bit more of some history with them, which is cool. I like that. I want to see more of that. And since they know these secrets about each other again, I don't see why. Sometimes I'm confused by this friends group. Like they say things like this, they have conversations like that, but then they skirt around other issues when really you just need to say it, especially if it's bothering you or if it's disrupting the dynamic of the group. You know, just say it. Like, it should be a reason why. They should say point blank to Bridgette, girl, half the time you don't know the stuff because we can't trust you because you just be talking too much. I think you can actually say that to a person without her, even if she does get offended, it's the truth. You know, it is what it is. Girl, we love you and we care about you, but you know we can't. Remember when in the Best Man, how they were like, they would keep stuff from merch. Why? Because he can't hold water. That's why. And they know he knows that. But I think that they should be a little bit more truthful with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no reason. I feel like Tiffany, again, I felt like long time ago she should have read the room. Because if I was Tiffany, I'd have been asked Geneva already. No, girl, what is your problem? It seemed like ever since Javon stepped on the scene, you acting funny. Now tell me what it is. And then Rasheda, she didn't make it any better either. I'm done. These people are they just do too much, in my opinion.
She say they ran a hot. They doing too much.
They doing too much and not doing enough all at the same time. Just no.
Girl, that part.
That part. EJ.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm sorry. It really was my turn, huh?
It's okay. We'll do EJ, Candy, and then Tamika.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll start with Bridgette. I love how she came in that room talking about he done shot out his car window and he was at his cousin's house. That's why he did all that, because he didn't want to stay at his cousin's house. He wanted to go back to his house, okay? He wanted to go back to his house, okay, and get in that bed and play with his game. He didn't have time to be at his cousin's house because mama said he couldn't sleep there, so he was done. But Bridgette, hey, if you like them young, you just like them young. It just is what it is. This is my only complaint right now, and my complaint is that we need so much more background on these ladies. Like, we need to know certain things. There are certain things that I need to know in order for me to be able to really lean into a character. Like Naomi, for example, we need to know why her and Franklin, who they were before this started. Like, I need to know how he treated her before this. I need to know why Naomi is so convinced, that why she's so angry. Why was this man so great to you that this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need that information because I feel like it will really shape a lot of this to where it needs to be. Geneva, we need to know the background about her and her husband. I feel like that's so important. I feel like we need a little bit more background to kind of see, and I think I've been saying this from day one, is that I needed to know where they were for me to really make an informed, because Geneva, I be back and forth with her sometime. My only gripe with her, I don't condone cheating or anything like that, but I do feel like there's some sort of disconnect between her and her husband. I would love to see a little bit of a background with that. I would love to see Bridgette's background, like how we got to where we are. How Vaughn worked his way into her life this way. Like, they're just these little things that I need to know. Tiffany, I want to know more about this man that she was with and how we got to where we are now, why we haven't dated in 3 years. Like, there's just all these questions that I have, but we just haven't got those full answers yet. In order to really flush out all of these characters, I feel like we need those type of answers. But I love this. I was here for this, and I agree with Letitia. They say all of these things and know all of these things about each other. They give us this tidbit of information about each other, but yet y'all are so closed off and still won't just talk to each other and say what it is. Call a spade a spade. If that's what it is, call it out and call it a day. I truly believe that they can tell Bridgette, hey, girl, you talk too much. That's why. I mean, it is what it is. If you're friends, you should be able to say things in a loving way. Not in a mean, malicious way, but in a loving way. And they'll be like, you sure is right. Because if my friend said this, I'll be like, yeah, girl, you right. I tell it all. I'm going to tell everything. Don't tell me what you did, because you're going to be in jail. Don't do it. That's what I would be like, even though I'm going to keep your secret, just so you know. But if that was the case, that's what I would do. Irks me. Next. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't have nothing to say about Rasheda. I don't even know what I want to say. I'm just so. Rasheda, I thought William was they went to prom together. So they broke up, and then she was able to get with the young boys while in between. Because if not, then it ain't this. It ain't gelling. It don't go together. Um, I'm lost on that part.
Can I say
Uh,
something real quick, Candy?
yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, she been cheating on him all this time, and Naomi has always known it. You know what I'm saying? Because that,
Hey,
maybe that's what it is. Like maybe it's never been a thing where she's been faithful to him. That was just my look. That's my
that's
thought
what it
process.
sound.
I've been making up
That's what
stuff.
it's. That's what it sounds like when we get to the end of the episode. Like she being a hot pocket or a thought pocket. So maybe it is. Maybe that's what she's been doing the entire time. Um, because how anyway, never mind. Let me see. And I wonder how is Bridgette going to get out of this Javon situation? Is she going to allow him to come back, even though she's realized he held a pow out the window? Just to make it go off. Like I wonder, like now, what is the resolution? Where are we going after this? Now that he playing games, what are you going to do? Are you still going to keep him around because he got that good D, but he ain't doing anything else? What is it? Yeah, no, that's it. I don't have nothing for them other two. Tamika.
Uh, Child, I don't know. I mean, as far as her coming in there giving them the update on damn Javon, and he's sitting over here playing the game now. They was actually trying to get you some help. Had you really wanted help, Pastor was offering you a room and trying to see what different things he could do to help you. So you ain't give a damn about none of that. You just want to go over there and play your game and chill, whatever, chill. But them keeping on being like, oh yeah, that's because you was with the young boy. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Could have been an old man, and he still could have been on the same damn thing. I think that was like two different scenarios or situations, really. But when it's all said and done, either way, she don't need to be back with him. I definitely agree with them on that part. And apparently, we don't really believe you gonna stay away from him because you always keep going back. But I don't know. These friendships are weird for me, y'all. I definitely need a lot of more background and feedback. And I get that sometimes it could be one big friend group, but some are more closer to others. But it really don't give me that Bridgette is their friend. Honestly, it gives me, for whatever reason, Rasheda has a friendship with her, and she works for Rasheda, and they be like, "Girl, I guess, like, what you with her for?" Like everybody be trying to down damn Bridgette. They don't look at her as their equal to me. So I don't blame Bridgette when her reaction is, "Do I really need to go?" Because I'm not going nowhere where I'm not wanted. I'm not about to go back and forth with you and your girls. Like my friends have friends outside of me that they already know, girl, go ahead over there, enjoy yourself. I'm not going to be there. Okay, maybe once in a blue one is a special occasion. I'll come by and I know how to be cordial for a minute, but I don't know. It's just something weird about it. So I need some more background too, because there's more seeming like Tiffany has the relationship with Rasheda. She thinks she have a relationship with Geneva. They was fine until Javon asked popped back up. Or and it seemed like Geneva's real close with Naomi. They say they go all the way back like babies with pacifiers. So but where does Bridgette fit in all of this? I don't know.
At the back of the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even the dynamics between her and Rashida, to me, it always gives boss and subordinate. You know what I mean? It's never really friendship. Even like there was something Rashida said. I know we always go up for Rashida all the time. We love her and blah, 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 blah. But as I pointed out last week, she is not perfect. Okay. And so I didn't like what she said about Bridgette when she was given the story about like what happened and everything. She was like, yeah, Vaughn texted her and I told her to call him. Bridgette was already calling him. Don't try to act like you had to give. Sometimes I feel like Rashida's a little self-righteous and it's a little annoying, and we're only seeing it now because we're seeing more of their interactions together. We know some things happened to her, but she always takes because we know something traumatic happened to her in the background. She always presents as not stoic, but always presents as presentable, always reserved and refined and everything, as if she's not a human being. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to break down sometimes. It's okay to not be right sometimes. It's okay to let other people lead. We know you're the leader, but it's okay to let others lead sometimes. And sometimes I think, to me, that is a dynamic that's also kind of weird in this relationship, because I'm not sure how you can truly be friends with people that is somebody that's your boss. I would never be friends with my supervisor. You know, I'm also adverse to the word boss, but anyway, that's another story. But yeah, yeah, their dynamic is always like that, boss to subordinate. She tells her what to do any given time, and
Yeah, we find that in different relationships, in workplace relationships. Sometimes if the female supervisor is, sometimes she gonna be a friend to her assistant, and her assistant gonna be a friend to her because they literally work closely together. I mean, we see that on another television show, Sistas, where Fatima as well as Andy are, even though Fatima works for Andy, she's still her friend now. So I don't know why they threw that in like that, but I guess they kind of could show it could happen. You know, it could happen in some places. But these two moments, I want to this moment and the next moment, I want to speed through them, but not really, because this man called him a baby ninja. Like, you call me baby ninja, Jefferson is just not excited, quote unquote, excited about him, about Myron right at this moment, because Myron is just overstepping. You almost got me caught here. Why are you here? Go find something to do. Literally, go find something else to do. So we get to the hospital. So we keeping in the tone of Pastor Jefferson as well as Myron, but also Franklin right here. And he just said it. Your wife can get it too. Your wife, because she's friends with Naomi, and you friends with, and that's your wife, like, you can get it too. Like, this man literally throwing threats all over the place. Candy, I'll talk to us about Pastor Jefferson, Franklin, and this drama that's about to go down. And he let him know that if your wife is standing near the bomb, your wife gonna be able to get that bomb too. So give me your thoughts on this moment, and then we'll go EJ, Letitia, and then Tamika.
At the point where he said your wife can get it too, I'm trying to figure out why Jefferson ain't behind bars, or why that man ain't in a room adjacent to his wife. Because at no given point are you gonna threaten my wife, yet alone all this other bull crap you done said to me. I allowed you to say, because he allowed him to say all the shit he said. You're not finna threaten my wife. No. She can be by the kaboom too, or whatever he said. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Why is Jefferson not in jail? Hell, Naomi went for coffee. Why you can't go for about to unalive this man for the way he said talk? He just allowed people to disrespect his wife. He just allows it. Why? What is it? That's all I got. I just got questions.
Listen, I'm not going in on Jeff this afternoon, y'all. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I gave Jeff enough to this today. Jeff gets grace for me, so I'm just letting y'all know that's what type of time I'm on today. First of all, I do feel like Jeff actually stood up for Rasheda in this moment, and I feel like he did it in such a way. This right here just reminded me so much of, I'm about to lay my, you know how the Christians be, I'm about to lay my mother's religion down right now, because they real quick to say that, real quick. You know, not like I'm acting like I'm not Christian, but I'm just saying, like, that that's what you get. Like, I remember when my brother, side note, my brother was a pastor before he passed away. And I remember he got really mad one time, and he said He said, don't make me lay down my mother religion. And I just remember those words, like, and I was like, oh, dang. Oh, Pastor Jeff is like upset. But he knew not to react in that moment because Franklin does have a little bit more power than he does, in the sense of, we can tell that Franklin is someone who got connection. So I wasn't mad at Jeff Candy in this moment for not reacting, because he gonna have to play this one smart because of who Franklin is. And I really don't know how much Franklin knows. They're the ones who are supposed to be friends. And I really think that Franklin might know a little bit more about Pastor Jeff than what we all know just right now. There is something, but I haven't put my finger all the way on it just yet. However, Jeff gets kudos from me because he came right back with the, who you talking about? Because that man actually called her a bitch, Candy. That's what he called her. So I get it. He should have had them paws on him, as you say, real quick, but he held it back. And when he asked him, he said, who you talking about, Naomi? He said, no, Rasheda. I said, no, so you just gonna call her a bitch? Really? I said, if you don't say nothing, I'm going off. But then Jeff said something. I was like, okay, that's enough for me, because he don't really strike me as the type that can fight. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. We got to wait and see.
I wear ass cutting for my wife, for my husband. I wear one. You can cut my.
Oh no, I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail for nobody. I'm sorry, I don't do jail. Not even for that man.
I'm telling you now, we're not doing the disrespect. But I get.
I mean, I ain't gonna let you disrespect them, and I'm gonna say it with my words. I'm just not touching you in that very moment. I'm a little more calculated with mine. I'm not going to jail on the spot. It depends. Like if it's like a thing and we right there and you're putting your hands on him, and it got to be a woman, because I ain't jumping in no man fight. If it's a woman and they putting their hands on him, that's different. Then that's a reaction type. If it's just words, I ain't going to jail for words. I don't do that. I don't like that place. Orange suits, they don't go with my skin. No, ma'am.
It does. They look really pretty on you.
No, they don't.
Absolutely not, Candy.
Yeah, no.
Listen, when somebody starts laughing in the face of somebody who has offended them, I say beware. Because when Jeff said, no, wait a minute. Now, he gave the right scripture, because when they say the kingdom suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force, to me, it was not enough force in this episode. That's all I'm saying. There should have been a little bit more furniture moving, a little bit of lunging towards folks, because ain't no way you sat up in my face and threatened my significant other like that. That is an absolutely not. But him laughing made me think, because remember back when he was calling about Bridgette's phone, he said, call the sheriff. So we can see that Jeff has power as well. Now, he might be out here kissing butt for money and all that sort of thing, but I still get the impression that he is very much connected as well. And the way he went in about he can be an MF or two lets us know that maybe he got some boys on the block that's also part of his Rolodex. So he may not have to be the one to lay hands, in a not so prayerful way, but he can find hands to lay on you. And don't play with me like that. So absolutely, he was dead wrong talking crazy like that about that man's wife in his face like that. So I want to see Franklin get his just due, because please.
Yes. Tamika?
I was here for Pastor Jeff this episode. Okay, I wasn't mad at it, because sometimes it's a time and a place for everything. And I'm a person that loves to give you a good old fashioned read, and then you don't even know what the hell hit you and realize what I was saying until after I walk away. It take you a minute to let it sink in. He was very laid back, very composed. Wait a minute, who we talking about? Okay, and the little laugh. I said, oh yeah, Listen, there's another side to Jeff. Okay, now I wouldn't have mind if he would have gave him the, hands, feet, elbows, knees, and all of the good things, punched him in his throat one good time. But the fact that he let him know an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, I will make you my damn footstool. You better stop playing with me. I was here for every single minute of it. Not my wife. Okay, do what you want to do over there with yours, but you will not be doing anything with me and mine. I was like, okay, Jeff, that's what I'm talking about. That's what you should have did that first time that he disrespected her in the hallway. That's the energy we want to see. Okay.
He said you're gonna find yourself on the side of the screen. Okay.
Yes.
That part. But listen, we know we're gonna skip the part where the moment where because I like to see his chest right quick. But we're gonna skip the moment where Pastor Jeff told Rashida, get to the house or come, where are you? Let me come to where you are. We gotta go check on Naomi. So of course they are headed to go and check on Naomi. Now why she look like Geneva look like she is dressed for yoga, honey. I said that chick done went home, changed her clothes, and probably done stopped by Agoya, whatever it's called, and decided she was gonna check in on Maddie's mama, and then she finally made her way to our girl Naomi's home. And when she walks in, she see, of course I couldn't give us that picture, that's why we got what we got, but she sees him and he just butt naked. Now, when he left out of the bedroom, he had put his clothes on. So that means he just literally took his clothes back off just to walk around naked, go make him a sandwich, and just, free balling. Like, that's his house. So she's like, of course, Naomi's like, go home. Like, why are you still here? So I'll let Letitia start this one off, and then we'll go Candy, Tamika as well, and then EJ.
Girl, you said free balling. I am screaming. Oh my gosh. And not free balling around the food like that. Sir, put some clothes on. Just nasty. I don't have nothing for that. I didn't even think about the fact that, I did see that Geneva had on tennis shoes or sneakers, wherever you're from. But I didn't think about the fact that, maybe she wanted to stop off at that yoga place. That makes total sense. But she was dressed. She looked like she lightweight dressed to be ready to fight if she needed to as well. And also, I thought it was interesting to see that their friend dynamic and how it seems like the only person that can really get through to Naomi is Geneva. And she does so with I don't want to say force, but she does so with she's aggressive with her when she has to do that, but she does listen. So I wish we knew more about the dynamics of their friendship. I wish we knew how they all met. Did they meet on the playground where they had to fight, or one of them was, stuck up for the other one? I don't know, because they do seem that kind of close. And I'm just interested.
I agree. Was it me next? Who was next? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what order you said, Tika. I apologize.
I think it's me.
I done sat over here and forgot. Candy.
I think it's me. Yeah. Rashida's New York accent was coming out of her, so she was real in the moment. I said, "Okay, New York, I hear you."
Geneva.
Yeah, child, and I'm Rashida. Okay, Geneva. Yeah, her accent was coming out. So I get, yeah. What's his name? Bolo said she the only one that she don't listen to nobody. And
Right.
Geneva is the only one that can tell her what to do or whatever. Maybe because they, holes will flock together. I know you, you know me, and I know you got my, I think that's the dynamic from what we find out later on. I think it's just they know how to talk to each other, I guess. Because the way Naomi talked to Rashida later on, it's like, okay, you don't really care about her like that. But the way she talked to Geneva and allowed Geneva to talk to her, handle her with care, but she still had that behind it. Like, get your shit together, get yourself together. I think the dynamic is more there, and I would like to see how it started. Where if they from the cradle to the grave, as they say, I want to see how it started, as to why they are the way they are with each other. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. This definitely showed the dynamic of their friendship, and it seems like they, go way back and they know more of each other's secrets. We did more dirt together than maybe some of the rest of us did, and she definitely knew how to gather her together. Bolo. Ooh, he was looking good coming out with that sandwich. I was like, no, he's not just laying around making himself comfortable and making ready to just chill out. And then
Mm-hmm.
he was like, "Y'all bitches is crazy." Of course, we like, who you calling a bitch? But I mean, I'm never gonna be mad at seeing that nice, sexy body. But
Ooh.
yeah, I like the way she was like, "Girl, I said get your ass up and get together and get dressed. What the hell are you doing? Like, we trying to come over here and check up on you." Oh Lord. Mm-mm-mm.
Was
It's
that
my go.
everybody?
I didn't
Okay.
go, but I thought Letitia was first. I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know. But Mistress Nay, because that's who she is when she got this outfit on. This is Mistress Nay, okay? Mistress Nay said, "Listen, I'm gonna need you to take that sandwich on. Listen, Bolo know he fine. He just needs to stop playing right now. He just what I I noticed that too. Like how you end up, why you have to get naked to go make that sandwich? Like you got full naked, not just like a little naked. Like you got full on naked to make a sandwich, sir. That is not hygienic, but okay. I'm gonna look at it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna pay
He had to
attention.
measure his meat, EJ. He had to measure his meat.
I guess that's what
Literally.
it was.
Literally.
Okay. But seriously, I think that I just think that we've seen a lot of different dynamics between the friendships of how they speak to one another and which ones really have a more authoritative can take a more authoritative role with each other. I've seen Rasheda do it with Geneva in a sense. I've seen Geneva do it with Naomi. Even Tiffany can say things to Naomi, whether she listens fully, she can say them without her just like they have to be a little rough with her. The only person that can't be rough with her is Bridgette. It feels like everybody else can like just like girl, like they can just say what it is, whether she accepts it, listens, because right now she ain't listening to no doggone body. But she still eventually gets there. But for some reason, Bridgette can't be. Bridgette be trying to say nice things, and they don't want to hear it. And she don't ever want to hear it. It's like Bridgette is beneath in some way, form, or fashion. But I feel like that's a real friend dynamic. I feel like in friend groups, there's always the one that feels like they're a little more trampled on per se. And but there's always that one person, which for me is Rasheda, that is really the connection to the rest of the group. And I don't know, it's just a weird thing. Whoever was talking about that earlier, I felt the same exact way. It's crazy. But I like this. I like how she told her this. And I need her to spray some air freshener in this room because I know it's stinking there. Go ahead.
Girl, I was yelling, Rasheda, I was yelling, Geneva, get off that nasty behind bed. You see all them toys laid up on that bed, and then you got the nerve to want to touch it, honey. I would have been spraying and throwing linen on the floor, everything else other than just touching on that bed. But it was some bolo juice. That's all I got. So the gang's all here. Everybody pulls up. Myron Musty Self is here as well. And so Geneva goes outside and she talks to the ladies and is like, "Hey, it's kind of rough in there. What is going on?" So they all find out that basically Franklin is trying to put a hit out on not only Naomi, but he gonna put that hit out on Rasheda too if she's standing in the face to be. So he's there to pull security. Pastor Jeff and Myron, they're outside pulling security as the other ladies go inside of the home. And so they're talking to her and they're telling her, "You thinking, you're doing too much, you're gonna have to, calm all of this, all of your actions are gonna have to be calmed down." And she not hearing it because baby, when I tell y'all, she read everybody for fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth. She told Bridgette, "Where did you meet your man? Was it at the daycare?" She said Williams was working with a 5-inch good. how's Myron? She said to doggone Rasheda. And let me blow this one up, baby, because she want to know, you meet a man last night and you already ready to get married to him. What is the deal? So we gonna start out with, I feel like EJ want to go first on this one because I could just see her face. EJ, let him cook.
Listen, this is my favorite part of the episode, and hence the reason why I got a 5. Listen, this is the thing. I wasn't mad at Naomi in this moment. Did she lie about any of this? Everybody is telling her to calm down, da, 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 da. And granted, she do need to, because jail is not going to be a cute look. But the problem is that everybody really do got some stank on them in some way, form, or fashion. And she is that friend that while y'all are all piling on me, I'm going to tell y'all about y'all self too, because I'm not going to be the only one. And that's I wasn't really just mad at her in this moment. It's just, I understand being in an angry state of mind that you can't accept. You ain't accepting nothing that nobody giving you right now. So you gonna pull it all back out. And I feel like she been holding on to this thing with Myron for a minute. And this was just the perfect time to go ahead and do it, because now she could have some proof with her at the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. I think she been wanting to pull this card. For some reason, she don't like Jeff. And we've been knowing that from the beginning. She don't like this man. And she ain't really said, we haven't heard what it was exactly. So, and then her calling Geneva out. I wasn't mad at her calling Geneva out about her stuff. I wasn't mad at her. The only person I was mad at I was like, now Bridgette did not deserve that, but she needed to hear it. Maybe she did need to hear it, but maybe didn't deserve it, but she did need to hear it. And then Tiffany, she do need to calm the hell down. Girl, you just met this damn man. Chill the freak out. Let's, and then I ain't even gonna go there because that's already irritating me. I'm gonna let that part go. So I wasn't mad at it. I was like, well, shit, lay it all out on the line for us then. But I do need Naomi to calm the hell down. Like, at the end of the day, these are your friends and they're trying to be there for you. Hurt people at the end of the day, y'all. And that's what it all boiled down to. When people are hurt, they try to lash out at everybody else. But I like the tea that I was getting, so I was here for it. But as a friend, I don't necessarily think that was the right thing to do, was lash out at your friends, but I do understand it. I'm done.
That part. Letitia, let them cook.
Oh, wait. When Bridgette said, why are we even friends with you? That was the question of the season, because I can't for the life of me understand why y'all are friends with this woman. This woman is nasty. I was about to cuss. I was about to call her B. But B, we came over here to check on you. Rasheda is literally being threatened, and she still came over here to check on you. While I don't care if those things were true, there's a time and a place. And if what you do on Mad Day is throw all my secrets out there without any cause, we ain't friends. Because what kind of mess is that? I agree with you. I'm with you, EJ, about, yeah, okay, we got the tea. But if I was in this friends group, girl, that would be the last time. And all of that, you know who I wanted? They wanted to let her cook. I wanted them to let Bridgette cook. Because when she said, I'm not like y'all, because I'll go off. I'm like, let her go off. Because this was one of the lounging situations, because the way she should have snatched off Naomi's wig, talking to her like that, she should have. Because she was nasty to Bridgette, especially, for absolutely no reason. And they were there to check on her. Now, why is this all of a sudden a spilling a secrets episode? Because you don't want to face the fact that you're acting dumb behind this man. You do need to get therapy. You crashing out. You acting a fool. You got $37 million and you about to lose it, and you about to go to jail. You just didn't have to do all of that, and I if I was them, I would be so done with her. I didn't really care for her starting at the beginning. Now I really don't like her. Because another thing, like the way she did Rasheda, girl, if you was holding on to that secret and you could have been told her, What kind of friend are you? Because that video wasn't no joke. Although y'all finish up because I want to know what y'all thoughts are about the call because I was a little bit confused about what she was saying. She made it like Myron and Jeff were talking on the phone, but he wasn't talking to Jeff.
Oh no, he wasn't talking to Jeff.
So what was she even talking about?
Well, I don't know. Well, let everybody else go first, and I guess we'll double back to that one. I think it's Tamika go.
Baby, the
So me,
way I went off on them, not on, I don't like this lady. I haven't liked her since the beginning, and they have not shown me one damn reason why I'm supposed to like her. And I've been saying consistently, it ain't even about her and Franklin. Her and Franklin giving the same damn energy. And at this point, since she keeps saying she don't care, it can't get no worse. I don't mind being in jail. Let her and Franklin get out here in these streets. I wouldn't say this in real life, y'all. This is the show. Let them do what the hell they got to do and burn every damn thing down, as far as I'm concerned. Because what we not gonna do, I was here for Rasheda talking to her. I was like, okay, yes, finally we getting down to the nitty gritty. I was here for Geneva when she was talking with her. I was even here a little something for her, giving Tiffany her truth. If we friends, I could be real with you, you could be real with me. But this was not giving me that. This was giving me exactly what EJ said: hurt people, because I'm hurt, because y'all calling me out, because I got to put the mirror up to my damn face and face what the hell is going on with me, and the fact that I am bugging the hell out and about to self-destruct on my own self. Now I'm gonna make all of y'all suffer, and y'all gonna feel like shit just like I do. I'm gonna have this aha moment and point in your face and show you where you crap at. Who said they wasn't crap? Who said they don't have their issues? They all just finished going through stuff in this last 24 hours too that you don't even know about, and you don't give a damn about it because all you want people to think about is you and what the hell you going through. I thought that was so funky when she pulled that damn thing up on that TV screen, and then gonna talk about we all knew. You all knew what? You knew what, and you didn't tell me, but this is the way that you want to show me. That does not tell me, that does not make me feel like you're my friend and you're showing me something because you care about me. It wasn't giving me that at all. Even if that was what her intentions was, it just more so came off like, I'm about to make you feel like shit because I feel like shit, girl. Join the club. Join the club. Come on down here with me.
Period.
You would not be my friend, honey. Mm-mm. We ain't claiming no friends like that. I ain't got no friends like that, and I would never be a friend like that.
Period.
Mm-mm. No, ma'am.
absolutely. Yeah, it was
Oh,
too much. I understand expressing yourself, but honey, she wasn't just expressing herself. She was cutting deep with these words that she was saying. Candy, talk to us about, and not my girl no more, not today. Not talk to us about Naomi. She done pissed me off, got me over here stuttering and everything.
misery loves company, and she just want a crowd. She don't want she just want a crowd of people. She want everybody to be around her to be miserable and unhappy just like she is, because there's no way in the world a real friend would take out the AK and 47 and blast each and every last one of your friends like that. Why? For what? For why? What's the reason? Because you're miserable, because you're sad, you're unhappy with your life and the way your life is going. Your life don't have to be the way it is, baby. You got 37.5. Smile and get the F on. Bolo fine ass just left out. You kicked him out. You could be happy with him. But no, she's just nasty. I said this in episode 2 or 3. You're nasty. You're nasty to everybody. You nasty to Bolo and the man giving you good wood. You nasty to him. You're just a nasty individual. And I understand why I don't know what Franklin did to you, but I can imagine why he did what he did. Because you are nasty, miserable, evil heifer. I don't understand why these people are your friends. You sat there and blasted them all back and forth. You sprayed them. Girl, you did like Medea. You sprayed them with gas and lit the match. When it came to Rashida, what did Rashida do to you for you to blast her like that in front of everybody? That should have been something you said, hey, sis, I need to show you something. I hope you're in a good headspace. I need you to come over. I got something to show you. Or I'm going to come to your house and show you this. You know, that's something you should have did in private. You don't blow her spot up like that. You don't do that. That was so ugly. And Bridget, is it Bridget? Bridget with the with Vagabond. Bridget
Yeah.
should let they should let Bridget cook. They should let Bridget light her ass up because ain't no way I ain't did nothing to you. Y'all treat me like the bottom of the barrel. Y'all treat me like the chewing gum at the bottom of the shoe. And you talking to me in it. I ain't did nothing to you. I don't have to be here. I can go. I don't like Naomi. I never did. And she ain't when he got the 80-foot yacht. I don't like her. I want to use her for a yacht. That's it. That's all. I ain't got nothing else for her. She's just nasty. Oh, she's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, Naomi was definitely nasty. I had empathy for her a while back, but because of the nature of who she was married to and the way he got up in front of people and, just talk bad about her and then talk bad about her deceased brother. And then I also tried to take into consideration her feelings of only having one person that actually loved her, which was her grandmother, who is no longer with her, and her poor little elephant got destroyed. I was having empathy for her, but the way that she literally just blew up, literally, like she could have kept these things to herself, but she's talking about how Myron when the last time you checked on Myra, how's Myron? And then proceeds to put him on the intercom and he's talking and he loves me and I just loved him and I know he loves me. And bruh, are you delusional or did something really, really happen between you and the pastor? This is why I feel like we keep getting the confusion between pastor and Myron, like whether or not this relationship really happened. Is this foolishness in Myron's head, or did something really, really happen? And now you just added fuel to the fire, Naomi, because Rasheda and Pastor Jefferson had just literally got back on a good, in their word, in their mind, a good note. And just like I said, we'll wait and see. But sure enough, then she goes and put this toxic message in her brain. Whether it's true or not, she should have at this point, Rasheda, she should have been allowed to just find out, for herself what her husband was doing. And even if she felt like she needed to tell her that, she didn't have to do it the way that she did it. She could have, in a sober mind, said, "Look, Rasheda, this is what I need to talk to you about. This is what your husband is doing, and if you know about it, okay, cool. But if you don't, I'm just as a friend. This is what I'm telling you that is going on." But because Naomi loves only herself, she delivered that whole message the wrong way. Letitia, Tamika, Candy, EJ, what are y'all thoughts on? And I know y'all kind of touched it, and I know y'all want to dive in a little bit more on it. So, what are y'all thoughts on this whole phone call with Myron and whoever was on the other end? Like, is he talking to his therapist? Is he talking to his wife? Like, who is he talking to?
See, that's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, who was he on the phone with? And um was that something she previously recorded, or is that something that was going on right as they were standing there? Because where was Pastor Jeff if that was the case? The only reason I felt like it was lightweight one-sided too, it seemed like this is more so Myron's thoughts and feelings, but then he made the comment, well, I got to get off this phone because and get back in this car because he doesn't like to, or he doesn't like when I'm on the phone with people, or he wants to know who I'm talking to, or something like that, or whatever. And I was kind of like, okay, that was a little weird as well. So I'm a little bit confused. I want to know who he possibly could have been talking to. Now I don't know what to think. But I'm not completely 100%. I don't think that Pastor Jeff is 100% not involved with Myron. I still have a little bit of a side eye for him. But I just don't know what to think in this manner. But anyway, my other question was, how did Naomi and Myron get close enough that they would be talking anyway? Was this always the case, and that's the reason why she doesn't like Pastor Jeff? She always knew? I mean, I don't know.
Girl, that's some slimy stuff. But Naomi, she probably knowing her, she got some private investigators everywhere and was like, I don't like Jeff. Let me find out about the people he be dealing with. Who knows how she really came to know about this situation with Myron. For all we know, she could have been coming to the church. If you remember, she said that Rasheda told her, that to pray and to, they gotta, work on the relationship. She said, but that God stuff basically that she told Naomi to do didn't work. So maybe she was at the church, her and Franklin, who was there for counseling or something with Jeff, and walked in and saw him and Jeff in a warm embrace. I guess we got to find out how she knows what she knows, which I hope she don't go to jail before we find out what she knows.
That part.
Who did I say next?
Well, she can write
I
it in the
think
book.
Candy and then Tamika.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm about like Letitia. Was this old footages, or was that from today? Like but he outside talking to somebody that knows what he really does for real. Like that he likes men or whatever it is, whatever his thing is. Somebody that he was talking to knows his secret. And when he said they walking in church holding hands, and I'm like, okay, so maybe it wasn't. Maybe that was today. Maybe that was a current part. But how would she hear that if they've been in the house? I don't know. I'm not like the teacher. I don't understand. But however, that was some juicy information that we found out. I hated Rashida. I'm sorry, but by her not liking Jeff, hey, Jeff had to get it. It is what it is. They don't like each other. They can't stand each other for whatever reason. And she didn't care how she stung her friend because it hit her. It hurt her. Something dealing with her husband. So she really doesn't care about her friend like that. But I hate Myron talks the way he talks because you don't. Well, I like the way he talks because you don't know who he's talking to and really what he's talking about because he talks in a roundabout way. Um, but he got some shit with him. He need to let it go because he all but begging that man to love him or love on him.
Right.
Something wrong with him. He's infatuated with Jeff, and I don't understand. Find you a boyfriend if that's what you want. Stop going after this man. Find you one for real. That's all.
Yeah, inquiring minds want to know who the hell he was on the phone with, and inquiring minds is all of us, okay? Because that's my same question too. I definitely do feel like this was supposed to have been today, that same day, because we seen Rashida and Pastor made up, and they came in holding hands, and then he even had a conversation with Pastor where he's like, "Yeah, we was able to make it past everything." Obviously, Pastor confides in him. He's like, God is good. We made up. Oh, that fast already? But the whole thing was weird because even at the church, Jeff was like, don't you got some damn business to go take care of, work to do? He's dragging around his damn coat, taking it with him. In some kind of way, he still ends up at the hospital with him. And then he ends up here. And you're going to have a conversation like this outside her house. So I'm like, did she hear the conversation while she was getting dressed and then came down and played it? Like, I wanted to know. I was a little confused with that part too, but I'm just like, it sounds one-sided, but I don't put it past. Still, I'm not like 100% giving Jeff the clear, but all clear. But at the same time, I feel like this man is just fatal attraction with Jeff, and he better get rid of him too. He might be working with Dan Franklin. I don't know what the hell is going on with this. This is just very weird.
Yeah, I think a couple of things. So the first thing is that I think that it is listen, I know that Naomi is nasty. I know that she is not the most likable character. I think they built her this way. I think she's supposed to be not likable, is what it all boils down to. But at the end of the day, I still don't think that warrants any type of way that Franklin has treated her. I'll never get down with that and say that somebody deserved that because of that. Because I think that Franklin has pushed her to where she is, to be honest. Just off of knowing this character, I think that's how we got here. But I think that this was a conversation I think that this is a setup. So think about it for a second. Before Bridgette and them went in there, or I think it was Tiffany or Bridgette, somebody says camera. They let them know that there were cameras out there, that she could hear them. They said it.
Yeah,
so
they sure
Myron
did.
knows this. Like, he knows this.
Right.
So then you have this full-blown conversation. You just heard them tell you that there are cameras and they can hear you. So I feel like this was a setup. Now, whether it's Franklin, I don't know, but I think that's a good guess as to who it probably could be. I could see him working with the likes of Franklin, but it's somebody for sure that is trying to. I honestly, I am about 20% sure that Jeff is not down low. I think this is all one-sided. I think this is Myron, who is obsessed with him and who is in love with him. And he believes that the pastor is in love with him as well. Now, I ain't gave up that 20% because I'm with Tisha. I still got my eye on Pastor Jeff, but I am almost positive that that's what it is, and that they are trying to, like, they're really trying to break them up. Like, it's what it all boils down to. Like, they're trying to split the family up. And Jeff didn't make it any easier without his shenanigans, because he can still get the business from me, because Jeff is not good to me. I don't like Jeff in any way, form, or fashion. I will never forgive him for the way he treated Rasheda. I think it was horrible. But and I think that what's happening is that when she was back there getting dressed, he was having this conversation. She had already heard it, because she did the same thing with Tiffany and them. When Tiffany and what's her name, Geneva, was out there talking. So she did the same exact thing. So I think that he put on this show is what it all boiled down to. And now it's going to look a certain way. And I think, and I think that this, I don't know exactly, but I think the way that it connects with what's her name? Naomi, I think, and that's why I think this is coming from Franklin, because I think that I just think that something about this feels weird, and that somewhere down the line that it was made to look like Myron and Jeff have had this thing, and somebody was supposed to put this, because clearly Rasheda already knew, because she said it to Cavalier. I don't think it's the first time we having this conversation. I think this is an ongoing thing. She even says it at some point earlier in the season, right? And I think all of them know, because even she said, all of y'all know, like, everybody knows, right? And that's why the 20% is still there for me, because of that statement. I'm like, dang it, they won't let me go all the way over here or all the way over there. But so I'm still going to keep that 20%. But I think that Naomi somehow found out about it, but I think she found out about it maybe through Jeff. But I really think that Myron is the one pushing the narrative so that it can get back to Rasheda. That's what I think. But I don't know. I could be far-fetched. I could be wrong. That's all I got.
Anybody? Did everybody go talk about Myron and his shenanigans? I swear I did. Maybe if I drink something, this wouldn't be so. I wouldn't forget who went. But yeah, so that was pretty much. Did anybody have any last thoughts on the episode? Because that moment, that scene that we saw where Myron is out there on the telephone and Naomi saying y'all knew and all this other kind of stuff. Naomi is literally just the same person as Franklin. Like, everybody is a casualty of their war. So whatever happens, Franklin is trying to take it out on Rasheda and Pastor Jefferson. Whatever happens, Naomi is trying to take it out on everybody, all her friends. I'm like, y'all need to jump her. Like, can y'all jump her? Like, choke her out. Do something. Pressure. Because I know we grown and all that, but she said she don't mind going to prison because it'll be better than what she
right, but let you go
did
there
now.
by yourself, shoot. And the fact that we all came, well, that's not the original reason. They always gonna check on her regardless. But in the midst of them checking on her, we find out this information that he has not only made threats towards you, but Rasheda as well. So now Jeff, who we know he don't like her, the feeling is mutual, she don't like him, but he's even like, no, don't stay in there, just get her, come out, I'm meeting y'all there and wait. And then they like, oh well, it really must be serious if he's saying for her to come to your house, because this ain't something he would normally do. And we never even get to get there because now all this foolishness happened. I'm like, child. And
Yeah, they
y'all
forgot
didn't have to
how
throw
rich.
William under the bus like that and talk about his little 5 inches and he wasn't hitting the spot. we figured that.
We already knew
We,
that's what it was, girl.
but we didn't have to know that. That was rude.
That was not rude. All her friends already know it, and y'all can tell that they all already knew about it. They are listen. All these conversations, almost everybody knows about everything. The only people that usually are privy to a lot of stuff is Bridgette, but you can tell that these are conversations that they've all had, and I feel like they've had this Myron conversation before. It's not new, and that's why I keep saying, like, I understand that it was nasty. I just don't think that none of these conversations are new. I just think the way that she delivered it and said it was meant to hurt and meant to go in on it. But I don't think these are all things that they are just now hearing. I think she done said these things before, or they've had some form of conversations about these things, especially the Myron thing. And then it was just a look on Rasheda's face for me. I was like, girl, you was just asking him like 50 little minutes ago.
You know,
Shit, you already get it. I just wish that I just need to know the whole story. I need to know. I need to know if I'm right.
Yes, that was interesting though. When Naomi said that, basically like, oh, you just turned the other cheek to Rasheda, and I was like, girl, I know we ain't going through all that, but it could be the reason why. Remember, we got all the information about those cameras in the offices, and she knows what goes on and all that sort of thing. So maybe, and of course, we see her being so reserved and refined. She's not going. I'm telling you. So Rasheda knows everybody's secrets, but she spills none of her own. You know, and
Oh yeah,
and definitely by design, I'm sure.
She don't tell
So,
none of her own stuff, and I think she got some too.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
absolutely. Everybody has some, but I don't really feel like she spills there's so much. Or like, for instance, when they was riding in the car and Tiffany kept saying, I know, you know, girl, you need to tell me. And she was like, no, you need to talk to Geneva yourself. I really wanted her to be like, girl, I'm not like you and how you told Jeff my damn business that you ain't have no business telling. But she ain't bring
Okay.
that up.
I
True.
need her to
She's
hurry up and
says
bring that up because I've been waiting for that one. Because the way I did not like that, I was like, girl, you can't be telling everything now.
yep.
Hold on. I
And
don't know,
she guessed
y'all.
it. She guessed it. She knew. She knew. She guessed that he got the information from Tiffany. So
They
yeah.
might as well.
What if Myron is really in love with Franklin, but doing Franklin's bidding to jack up Naomi, Jeff, Rasheda, and everybody in the vicinity of the bomb, like as he was talking about.
That's a
You
good
know,
one too. It
Yeah,
got to
that
come
is
from
a
him
good
somewhere.
one.
But and what if this though? What if Franklin? Because why was it so specific to Rasheda? Why was it so specific when Tiffany stood right there and basically told oh girl like like when she was like they look better on brown skin? Like we can see that all of these women are up for Naomi. Like they all take up for her regardless, right? They're all have been truly genuine, been there. But why did you target Rasheda? To be fair, she has, from what we've seen, she has done the least because she's been going through her own stuff. So why is it that you want to go after her specifically? Is it because she dared to say something to you at the hospital? Was it about that, or what is it really? Like, I just feel like there's something more sinister somewhere down the line and we just don't know what it is. Or at least that's how I would like to see it, because I like it when it be some old dirty stuff, when it just be some crazy stuff.
yes, because what if, because we didn't get the full story of what happened to Rasheda back in college. So whatever happened to those men?
Okay.
Did they get caught? Did they have to go to jail? Did someone from the past now show up in the future for a vendetta, even though they were wrong, but
I
still?
like that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. We just don't know enough about Rasheda. It's like,
Yeah.
girl, I want the full story, not just
We need
bits
some
and pieces.
backstory. We need some flashbacks. We need You know what? We just need to go walk up. Listen, we about to take a flight out there, Tika. So you can go ahead and drive us on over to Tyler Perry Studios. We need to go sit down and have a meeting because we need to tell him exactly how this needs to work. Like, listen, Tyler, we love this show right now. Let me show you how this needs to go. We gonna need a little bit of backstory. We gonna need this to happen, and we gonna need that to happen so that we can get to this right here. It's all we just need to help push it on along because the way I'm telling you, if we could get this backstory, if we could just get a little bit of backstories from each of these characters, the way it would be so much more intriguing and interesting and just really would bring the story together. I mean, I'm just saying, I really feel like there's a lot here. We just need a little like these pieces that are missing.
We can each take a character and do some begin some writing based on the background of each character. We can each take one, and then give them a draft.
Did y'all catch it when Pastor Jefferson was talking about he hold people when he cried when he was talking to Franklin at the hospital, and Franklin looked at him like, "Who you talking about?" Like he holds people when they cry. I do this, I do that. What you mean? You and Franklin been holding each other? Like, what is going on, Pastor Jefferson? What is it that you're saying? So there's definitely some deep diving that needs to be done. There's definitely a lot of questions, and we literally only have one more episode. Until we get, to see how much more revealing these characters can be, given to us. In the chat, I'm gonna just pull up a few statements from the chat, and y'all kind of touched on some of what.
Angelica.
But Angelica says, Mark relationship by himself. Pastor is definitely not in a relationship with Myron. Pastor called him the N word. So why not then didn't Myron say, but we love each other? This is BS.
Oh, them cameras, girl, Angelica, he can't say nothing in that office. Them cameras is gonna catch him.
Yeah, them cameras is recording. I agree with that.
But I don't know. Like I said, I'm still 20% in. I don't think I'm with Tisha. I'm not ready to give Pastor a whole clean slate yet. I'm still 20-30% in on this. I gotta see. I'm gonna need this to play out a little bit more before I go all the way in. And I don't like Pastor Jeff anyway, but this is a whole nother situation. What I don't like him for is different from this situation. But I still got my good eye on him.
And dang, Angelica was letting the cook in these comments. So EJ, your Myron theory makes sense, but I do not believe Jeff is down low because were many times he was along with Myron where he did not show any affection towards Myron. I agree.
That's what the down low is, Angelica girl. That's what the down low is. They don't be showing that affection in the daylight. They show it at the nighttime. Is the right
wait till
time.
the sun go down, EJ.
When the sun goes down. They not gonna show it. Okay, you gotta wait till that nighttime. The nighttime is the right time. No, we gonna see though. I want to believe in Jeff like you do, Angelica. I really, really do, girl.
Yeah, because they basically giving us put your hand in, take your hand out, put your hand in, take your hand out. So, I'm not letting it go all the way either. I still got my eye on him, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards this is all in Myron head and where he want to be. Okay, he over here having his fantasies, but
because that's what it's giving. It's giving obsessed for real. It's giving a little bit on the obsessed side of things, and
it is.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. He in love by himself with somebody that don't love him back. So we're gonna see. We're definitely gonna see. But that was literally the end of the episode. And I guess we'll go around and find out what the ladies have going on and your final thoughts on the episode. I apologize. Your final thoughts on this episode, what you're looking for, as well as what you have going on your channel. And we will start with, we'll start with Letitia.
Okay, so I mean, I don't know how they're gonna wrap this up in a bow next week. I'm sure it will be a cliffhanger from hell, and we're gonna be mad until we get the new episodes. But I would like some more backstory. I always like, even when we have a break of some sort, I want a conclusion of at least one of the storylines. So wrap up one of them so we can get her done. And as far as what I have on the channel, Monique 69 Ways and I did the update for Beyond the Gates this past Saturday. So make sure you go ahead and check that video out. We most likely will probably have to do it again this week. I know I'm gonna drop at least one of my own for Beyond the Gates, because if you've watched this a week at all, you know that the big secret has finally been revealed and we must talk about it. Other than that, of course, we're here on Thursdays for Divorce Sisters, and we will Club Eden is on its way back very, very soon. So just make sure you keep your notifications on, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tamika, then tell the people what you got coming up.
Yeah, I know we ain't gonna get no closure with this last episode. I'm hoping the second half that we get what we've all been saying, some more background as well as some answers to what the hell is going down. Okay. I have been trying to get my sisters and my divorce sisters recaps up since like 2 o'clock this afternoon. I think they went through a little while ago. I don't know, child, what was going on, but either way, check those out if you get a chance. And last night we did, I joined Inga in the panel for the last 2 episodes of Squid Games. We had been talking about that for the last 3 weeks. I joined Moochie for BMF and also do my own reviews on that, but that had a break this week. And of course, I joined Moochie and EJ for the Shy and then do my own reviews on that. And, I'm with the ladies for Divorce Sisters. Can't wait for, Club Eden to be back in the building and have a good time with that. And that's about it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Come on and hang out in the den. Kick off your shoes, relax your feet.
Hey, all right now, all right now. Next up, Candy, Candy Love, y'all. What do you? Oh shit, my bad. I'm
This
sorry,
big sheeta, baby.
Big Sheeta,
Cheeto,
baby.
what you got?
On my channel, oh well, let's talk about what's this. So I want to wrap this up in a bow. How many episodes we got? 10? Are they gonna give us
No,
I
8
think it's
this
one
eight?
more, girl.
We got one more? Maybe it's a
it's for
mid, is it
mid
mid?
season. This
Okay,
for
okay,
mid
okay, okay.
season.
So I know they're not gonna wrap it up in a bow. So I don't know what I have. I don't know. I just need them to do something. Put a hard stop on the exclamation mark or something. I don't want no questions. I tell you that. I need an answer. Okay. Make a statement, please, and be done with it. But for me on my channel, I had life been life in the last couple of days, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to reschedule my Twisted Tuesday, for next week, and I'll reschedule it for another day. But me and Tamika and Monique will be. I guess we'll get back together next Wednesday to work on to do our sisters, live after show. Next week, next Wednesday, and then I'll be back over here with EJ and Tika to do Divorce Sisters. And then we're going to be in Club Eden. Oh, baby. I cannot wait. And thank you for having me, guys.
Of course, you're welcome.
Absolutely, and we send the prayers to you, Candy. I won't tell it all, but I'll just say we send them prayers to you. Okay.
Thank you,
Um,
ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome. And I'm gonna go before EJ because I love the way EJ just outro stuff. So now with that, y'all, I have only thing I really got coming up. I was gonna finish up. I'm still doing Kings of Joburg in video format. It's not gonna be a live, so it'll just be video format, recapping of Kings of Joburg. But with that being said, my expectations for the next episode, I agree with Letitia. Wrap this thing up, close one of these moments, close something, give us some closure on something. If we're gonna see the hit get put out, or as far as Franklin goes, is he gonna activate, or is Naomi gonna activate before Franklin gets to activate? Will we revisit the face of Vaughn playing in our face? Will he be back at Bridgette's home? I'm looking for all those little things. Calvin kind of felt guilty because he walked in, called the police, but he really didn't feel guilty. At the end of the day, bruh, you ain't had no business going into them people's bedroom. Like, you should have just took the answer of no, and they wouldn't even have that physical altercation. But that's how TV go. It wouldn't work if he hadn't went into the bedroom and gave us that dramatic scene. So definitely coming up on the channel at All Things Ruthless. We're definitely going to, like I said, Kings of Joburg. I said that already. Definitely Divorce Sistas. Virtual Club Eating is back, baby. We got about one more week. We're gonna dive in. Virtual Club Eating. Me and my girl EJ, the TV junkie, and the panel. Hope everybody can come back and hip hop and drop it like it's hot with us. And I just appreciate you guys for coming through, tapping in, and hanging out with us tonight. And with that being said, I'm gonna bring my girl EJ in so she can wrap up her thoughts as well as say goodbye to these people in the chat for me, because I don't read too fast. Here we go, EJ.
Girl, you so crazy. So first and foremost, thank everybody for coming through and hanging out with us. Of course, y'all know we appreciate y'all. As far as what I'm looking forward to on the next week, for this last mid-season finale, like everybody else said, I just want them to close something out. I don't really care what it is, just close something out. I've enjoyed Divorce Sistas thus far. I'm excited to see where we're going to go with this. This has been such fun. This has been a great panel, so I'm excited for everybody to come back. Y'all know me and Tika love when this group of ladies gets together and we can really talk about the show. So again, for my channel, y'all, I was doing a 24-day countdown. I ain't gonna lie, kind of slacked up on them a little bit because I don't think a lot of people was really watching it. I don't think people got into the vibe of All the Queen's Men just yet. But listen, All the Queen's Men is coming back, and if you need to look at some videos about All the Queen's Men to get you back in the groove, you can go check out my channel because I do have a lot of them up right now. I accidentally deleted my Divorce Sisters recap. I apologize. I've put it back up. So if you looked at it earlier, if you could just go back and look at it and hit the like button again, your girl would really appreciate that. I'm sorry. I know I'm asking a lot, but that's pretty much it as far as content for this week. I'll put some other stuff up, but just keep your notifications turned on. My birthday is actually on Sunday, y'all. So make sure y'all come through and say happy birthday to your girl. I don't think I'm probably not going to do a live or anything. I don't know. I really don't know. I am trying to get our All the Queen's Men trivia day together. That is something that I have been trying to work on. So hopefully it'll all come together. I don't want to say 100%, but hopefully I'll be able to get it all together so that we can do that right before the show comes back. Because y'all already know All the Queen's Men Virtual Club Eden is about to go down, like everybody said. And that's actually going to be, that's every Sunday. So make sure y'all keep y'all notifications turned on. But other than that, y'all, if you're watching this on the replay, please make sure to type in hashtag replay squad and let us know that you came through. Let us know what you thought about Naomi and all the rest of the people and all the shenanigans that they had going on. We just want to say we appreciate you guys so much. SAS Palm, shout out to you for the $5 super sticker. Kendall, girl, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. Renee, we appreciate you so much for coming through and hanging out with us. Angelica, you are my favorite girl. We appreciate you for hanging out with us. Lawana, K. Calloway, Lemon Kush Pepper. Thank you. I think I said Kendall already. Hey, Trina Boo was in the building. We appreciate you as well. And for everybody else that came through that didn't get a chance to say anything, we appreciate y'all as well. Make sure y'all hit the like button as you go out, and we're about to get up out of here. Peace.
We cry together, we try together, even when our hearts are broken.